राम ओम श्री राम जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम ओम श्री പാടിക്കട്ടമ്മ ജയ രാമ ഓം ഇനി എൻ്റെ ജന്മമീ തിരുമുന്നിൽ തീർക്കാം അരുളെനിക്കേകുമോ അരുണാചലേശ്വര ഇനി എൻ്റെ ജന്മമീ തിരുമുന്നിൽ തീർക്കാൻ അരുളെനിക്കേകുമോ അരുണാചലേശ്വര നീ കാട്ടും വഴികളിൽ പതിരില്ലെന്നറിയുമ്പോൾ ചുമ്മാതിരിക്കാൻ നാം വേറെന്തു ചെയ്യുവാൻ നീ കാട്ടും വഴികളിൽ പതിരില്ലെന്നറിയുമ്പോൾ ചുമ്മാതിരിക്കാൻ നാം വേറെന്തു ചെയ്യുവാൻ ബന്ധമോക്ഷങ്ങളെ അറിയാതെ ഓർക്കാൻ അറിവില്ല എന്നുള്ളിൽ നീയല്ലാതൊന്നും ബന്ധമോക്ഷങ്ങളെ അറിയാതെ ഓർക്കാൻ അറിവില്ല എന്നുള്ളിൽ നീയല്ലാതൊന്നും ശിവയാകും ഭഗവാനെ അരുണാചലരമണ നീയല്ലാതുലകത്തിൽ സദ്ഗുരുവില്ല വേറെ ശിവയാകും ഭഗവാനെ അരുണാചലരമണ നീയല്ലാതുലകത്തിൽ സദ്ഗുരുവില്ല വേറെ ശിവയാകും ഭഗവതി പരമേശ്വരി നീ നാമരൂപങ്ങളിൽ അഴകായി വാഴ്ക ശിവനാകും ഭഗവതി പരമേശ്വരി നീ നാമരൂപങ്ങളിൽ അഴകായി വാഴ്ക ശിവയാകും ഭഗവതി പരമേശ്വരി നീ നാമരൂപങ്ങളിൽ അഴകായി വാഴ്ക ഇനി എൻ്റെ ജന്മമീ തിരുമുന്നിൽ തീർക്കാൻ ഇനി എൻ്റെ ജന്മമീ തിരുമുന്നിൽ തീർക്കാൻ അരുളെനിക്കേകുമോ അരുണാചലേശ്വര അരുളെനിക്കേകുമോ അരുണാചലേശ്വര അരുളെനിക്കേകുമോ അരുണാചലേശ്വര ഓക്കെ രാം ശ്രീരാം ജയ രാം ശ്രീരാം ജയ രാം ശ്രീരാം ജയ രാം ശ്രീരാം ജയ രാം ഓം ശ്രീരാം ജയ രാം ശ്രീരാം ജയ രാം Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Ram Jai Ram Jai Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Om 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om to everybody. Hari Om to everybody. We are not open. Then how can they come? Yeah, we have not opened, I have opened. I have never opened. Hari Om to everybody. Seri. Indian incident?
Dr. Meera, mindfulness.
Huh?
Dr. Meera, mindfulness. Water, contaminated water.
Contaminated, and then the villagers told the family,
Comfortable there?
contaminated, so many people had died.
What did she do?
So she took the initiative to clean up the water and save lives. So she
Before we take up, just casually we were looking into the old vision. Papa says something about the chanting, and can I say it after the death will be useful to the disciples. Papa was asked, which is more efficacious, chanting the name loudly or mentally? Papa, mental repetition is more efficacious, but it does not come to you so easily. It requires long practice. There is, however, one advantage in chanting the name slowly to yourself in any tune. Slowly. Your ear is attracted by the music of the name and it calms the mind. The sound of God's name is very sweet. If you have genuine love for God, His name must sound sweet to you. Actually, we did not read this, but He made us to do it. Every day morning, immediately after the Guru Sthiti is over, Pahate Chaveli, that is the last one, immediately we chant slow tuned Rama. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Mental repetition is more efficacious, but it does not come to you so easily. It requires long practice. There is, however, one advantage in chanting the name slowly to yourself in any tune. Your ear is attracted by the music of the name and it calms the mind. The sound of God's name is very sweet. If you have genuine love for God, His name must sound sweet to you. What do you feel when you hear this, and especially when we stop?
It should continue, Swami.
Huh?
It should continue. Don't feel like stopping.
Don't feel like stopping. Ah. 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 Huh?
Concentration.
Concentration on the sound. It calms.
Mind has no other thought.
Huh?
No other thought.
Ah.
It joins our breathing.
Acha, now everyone feels that this helps. Why not we everybody try to have 5 minutes of chanting of this type in at home? In ashram we are doing it in the morning from 6:40 to 6:45 to 7 o'clock. And then we are trying this mental chanting. Because then the next stage comes, we are chanting to remember Him. When an effort is made to remember Him while chanting, that will help us even after chanting stops. Especially in ashram, wherever we hear Ram Nam, we try to connect remembrance. Because ultimately remembrance is aimed at. So that even in the non-chanting time, we try to get something approximating to that experience. So these are all some of the ways by which Papa is asking us to make it effective, Because Ramnam is our backbone. Whether we do Shishtu Sahasranam, whether we do Solo Ramnam, whether we do Guru Sthiti, whether we do Satsang, whether we do Bhajan, whether we do Ramnam, ultimately it should all help us to remember Him and to make us aware that He is behind everything. Today morning, we were sharing today morning in our room, You were sharing these thoughts. Very, very important aspect. They must see that. Huh? Why is sharing is not coming? Okay. In quest of God, at the end, the outpourings, we are chanting Ram Nam, Straight away Papa takes us there, takes us as if in a flight, lands in our own individuality. And he says here, O Ram, what thy slave Ramdas should do or should not do must be determined by thee alone. He is bewildered, he is helpless. Make him resign all to thee. Now you see. Let him live, move, and have his being. Let him eat, drink, sleep, move, sit, stand, talk, think, look, hear, smell, touch, do, everything in thy name and for thy sake only. He has covered all activities. O Ram, Divine Mother, Ramdas is thine totally, completely, heart, soul, body, mind, everything. So while chanting the name, suppose we also develop this, all my activities, very difficult for us, I agree. But at least we keep it as an ideal and try to move towards it, some percentage. That means we are not segregating or compartmentalizing Ramnam chanting to a particular time. Now, every one of us at home or in the ashram, we scheduled time, After that, we are disconnected. The me and mine, as usual, rules us. So, in order to subdue the dominance of the me and mine during the non-chanting time, we are taking this as Papa's call, hey, look here, not merely at the time of chanting. Chanting is for remembrance. Remembrance is not during only chanting period, but during your all activities. Very tall order, no doubt. So the tangible gain, when we started reflecting over it, after talking, any time this comes to our mind, you would have forgotten, any time. Walking, and he makes me to walk. Forget about it. He makes us to forget, okay. Sitting, now talking, he makes us to talk. For a 1 second, he makes us to handle the laptop. He makes us to draw something out. He makes us to see something else. He makes us to hear something else. Like that, during our complete waking time, right from the moment we get up in the morning till we retire to bed, there could be so many such opportunities to us. Whatever said and done, we are all Papa's spiritual children. We have been following with devotion, with faith. So it will have its own impact. Maybe we are not in a position to adhere to it throughout our waking, but somewhere something is there and always. So now we will try to kindle. This particular word reminds us. Let him means Papa. Let Ramdas move, have, live, move, have his being in thee. Let him eat, drink, sleep, move, sit, stand, talk, think, look, hear, smell, touch, do everything in thy name and for thy sake only. O Ram, O Divine Mother, Ramdas is thine totally, completely. Heart, soul, body, mind, everything, everything. So a practical suggestion. Ramnam chanting, he makes us to chant. After that we may forget, mind may go here and there. But one, if we put it in our bag, it will never go. It is an asset. It's a credit. The moment we get up, oh, you are making me to get up. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. No. We can have 16 times or 32 times of Ramnam also as soon as we get up. With a prayer. Now I am starting the business of life today, which you have granted me. Make me to become aware that you are behind everything. Don't keep yourself shut in a room inside this. No, please, don't do that. Make me aware that you are behind it. You need not come in the front. We can agree, because we have not made ourselves eligible for that. But at least you make me aware you are within me. With something, a prayer like that, and then we start attending. When we take the brush, we can try. Oh, you are making me to take the brush. You are making me to clean. You forget about it again. Like that, in 1 hour probably 2 or 3 or 4, we can try. What do you all feel? Huh? Everybody is keeping mum?
Yes, Swamiji, we will try, Swamiji. Welcome, Swamiji. Yes, Swamiji.
So that means we are slowly demolishing, Ramnam session for Ramnam only, Ramnam session for remembering, that remembrance stays with us. It will not say immediately.
Swamiji, why not it be constant remembrance?
Why not it be constant remembrance?
It may not be possible. If possible, that is what we are aiming at, All these years we have been trying. 30, 40 years we have been, 50 years we have been trying.
Yes, yes.
Constancy has not become a reality in us. So at least now, we will say in a day, morning from evening, we will try to bring in this dimension as much as possible. And
even while sleep also, when coming.
Huh?
Even during sleep.
While sleep also.
Even while sleeping,
First of all, let us do in the waking stage. That which is possible, we can try. But Malayalam book, in the Gita, so when we were reading this, Papa's inspiring words, this is how to make it practical, Spirituality, when he says spirituality cannot be applied in actual life, is no spirituality. Now this, then suddenly it struck to us, this is right. This is possible. At least we can try, it is possible. And then we were directed from within, go to this particular stanza. We were not aware of the stanza number, somehow, at least he gave, go there. Lord Krishna has already talked about this. Naiva kinjit karomiti yukdo anyate tattvavid pashyan shrinvan Prushan, Jignan, Ashnan, Getchen, Swapan, Shosan, Pralaban, Visrujan, Grinnan, Unmishan, Nimishan Napi, Indriyan, Indriyarteshu Vartanda iti Dharayan. The Sankhya, however, the Sankhya Yogi, after hearing this, you search. First of all, no. What is orally given, it should go direct. Then you go. However, the Sankhya Yogi who knows the reality of things must believe that he does nothing, even though seeing, hearing, touching, smelling, eating or drinking, walking, sleeping, breathing, speaking, answering the calls of nature, grasping, opening or closing the eyes, holding that it is the sense alone that are moving among other objects. All these are moving in their objects, but when the electric current is not there, all the gadgets will come to a stop, So we are chanting the name of that power which controls. Though it does not do any of these acts. So Papa here says, make him resign, let him live and move, and have his being in thee. Do everything in thy name and thy sake only. Because if you are not there, all these things will not happen. Eating, drinking, sleeping, moving, so almost on the same line, no? Naivaginjit karomidi yukdo anyate tattvavid pashyan srinvan. So anyway, now I tell you this 5th chapter, 8th and 9th. 8th and 9th. So now today we have been given a new dimension, practical application. So we don't have to set apart anything, any particular time, any particular place. While in ashram, whatever is prescribed we will do, but during the other times, we will try as much as possible. The waving of Arati. Now he makes me to waving the Arati. Now he makes me to light the Arati. Now he makes me to sing the Arati song. Luckily, all these things are contributory factors for this remembrance only. Right from Vishnu Sahasranam down to our Jajya Starihe. Think. So we can try this. So that in our mind we have built a divide, Ram Nam chanting, life. No. We demolish that. So the slow chanting, mental chanting, all these things will give a push. Because nobody will know what we are talking, We are keeping the chappal outside. Keeping the chappal outside. He makes me to keep the chappal outside. He makes me to wear the chappal. Nobody will know, mental. But we are bringing that God dimension, which is what is intended by Ramnam. He makes me to walk. During Puja Swami Sachidanandaji's period, when one temple wala very nearby. They invited Puja Swamiji to go there. So Swamiji doesn't give any long lectures, but it was in Malayalam a short lecture, but very, very, very inspiring. So we remember this now. So as soon as we went there, Swamiji was received, and then a small gathering was there. Swamiji, a few words. Then he said, temples have been constructed in the midst of our society so that those who are fully involved in various activities, they may not find time. Not that they don't want, they may not find time because of preoccupations of one another. No? As soon as we get up, so many things. So that is why the temple is there, it's Gopuram, or from the prayer song it comes, we remember the temple, the deity. And when you go to the temple, at least once in a week, right from your house till you reach the temple, do anything by which you remember the deity. It can be in the form of chanting, it can be in the form of glorifying, it can be in the form of any anubhava you have, experience you have, any of the chamatkar of this deity. So that by the time you don't talk about any politics or any family matters or your professional, suppose your mind is trained like that, then by the time you reach and stand before the sanctum sanctorum idol or deity, what you have been trying, then you become suddenly aware it is a personification or embodiment of what you have been trying. Then the real purpose of temple visit is achieved. You caused me to go to your temple, you made me to go in a vehicle, you made me to walk, you made me to think about you, now I am with you, like that. So there is no other external. External thoughts have punctured your faith, your commitment. So similarly, when we go to Bhajan Hall, which is our sanctum sanctorum, the holy of the holiest, so when we start moving to it, let us not talk about anything else except mentally chanting and remembering this. You are making me to walk, you are making me to put steps. In that way, it can become more and more effective. And those who are not in ashram at home, before they have a puja room, they will have some photos, some images of some either deities or gurus or Papa Matajis. There, when we start going, we can develop this. When we pass through that area, a moment of reverence. This is not ritual. These are all some of the things by which, we are reminding ourselves of the purpose for which chanting is undertaken. Please think over and try. Because in another book, Papa used to say, this is also important. to always keep the name of God on the lips or mind is not the whole thing in the matter of God remembrance. Constant repetition of the name ultimately takes you to the consciousness of God, wherein remembrance of Him as such ceases. Thereafter, you maintain a steady consciousness of the indwelling reality. Self-surrender denotes this supreme state. So it is not that I'm always chanting, no. The essence of chanting is God remembrance. When it stays with us, chanting may be there, may not be there. To always keep the name of God on the lips or in the mind is not the whole thing in the matter of God remembrance. Constant repetition of the name ultimately takes you to the consciousness of God, wherein remembrance of Him as such ceases. Kindly ponder over, no? Only by reflection it will become clear. And trying. Constant repetition of name ultimately takes you to the consciousness of God, wherein remembrance of Him as such ceases. Thereafter, you maintain a steady consciousness of the indwelling reality. Self-surrender denotes this supreme state. So today, from the outpourings we got, no, do it everything for His sake and in His name. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, all these things are doing it, but you realize it is done by the senses. But if the senses have to work, who should be there? That means the power is not affected by any of these acts. But without that power, the activities will not be there. So to make us aware that, let us start right from the moment we get up, wherever and whenever it is possible, we try to remember this for your sake, for your sake. You are causing through my senses to do this. To hear, to touch, to take, to touch, to smell, to taste, to think, to walk, to sit, to sleep, to take medicine, like that. To drink. All of us, let us try, because these are all particular. This does not demand any particular time or place, and it will be silent. Each one will be doing it in his own way, and whatever we have done, it is a plus point. One day out of the, say, 1,000 activities we do, suppose we are in a position to do it for 10 or 50 or 100, it's a big achievement. Right from the minutest. Even when we go to toilet, calls of nature. So nowhere it is taboo because He is with us, He has been with us. And to intensify that, we go to the place of worship. Intensify. Again to pray. I forgot throughout my day's activity, I forgot you. Please, please, please. That is the place where we can intensify our faith and our pleading, appealing. Please think over. What do you all feel about it? Those there and here.
பல பேருக்கு கண் காது எடுத்து கேட்கக்கூடிய சக்தி இல்லை, கண் பார்வை தெரியுதான பார்க்கக்கூடிய சக்தி இல்லை, நுகரக்கூடிய சக்தி, அதெல்லாம் பேசக்கூடிய சக்தி. இதெல்லாம் ஒன்றுக்கு ஒன்று கனெக்டாக காரணம் சொன்னேன்.
கரெக்ட். ஏதாவது ஒன்று, ஈவன் இஃப் சம்திங் ஃபெயில்ஸ், ஒன்று இருக்குமே, அந்த கான்ஷியன்ஸ் கிடைச்சா போயிடும். அப்போது தி டேஞ்சிபிள் கெயின் இஸ் ஹீ இஸ் வித் அஸ் சொல்லுறது வருவேன். If we don't switch on, it will not work. So the entire gadgets, we call it as gadgets, all sense organs, all organs of action, they become alert only because he is there. Suppose we start thinking, suddenly he is with us, he has been with us. English grammar சொல்லுவா, perfect continuous, beautiful word அது. He has been with us, இல்லையா? Conjugation of verb படிக்கிறத indefinite, present continuous, perfect continuous. These are the four which we were taught. இது வரத அந்த டீச்சர் சொல்லியிருந்தாங்க, டே கூட இருக்க முடியாது, பர்ஃபெக்ட் கண்டினியூஸ் தானே, அட் நோ டைம் இட் இஸ் லாஸ்ட். அன்றைக்கு தெரியலை, நான் இப்போ தெரியறது. He is with us, he has been with us. So that means he is with us, he has been with us, we are not aware. Our projected individuality comes and stands. Now through these exercises, the sense of individuality is made known of the power behind it. And then what happens, let us enjoy it. Let us not say it will be like this, it will be. Each one will try and then will come out with their own experience. What happens when we become aware of the power behind the talking? And this word of Papa as such ceases. Remembrance of him as such ceases. One interpretation that welled up in our mind is that remembrance of him as such, it means that the entity remembering and the one which is remembered becoming one. So the remembrance has taken such a deep root in us that even the person remembering is not aware that he is remembering. Person remembering does not feel that he is remembering because he has become one with that act. Whether that is okay or not, everyone has to find out for themselves. Huh?
Drinker and the drink become one. Mantra Pradesh, drinker and the drink become one.
Drinker. That's what nowadays we are sharing at the time of Guru Diksha.
For such a person, all his actions becomes divine.
That is why when he reached that stage, he names it in a simple word as God's will. God's power and God's will are one. So then when he was telling his grandson of Purvashram, Sri Ramaswamy, he asked him, what is his will now? If he is with us, the consciousness is there. Immediately Papa said, Ramdas will now get up, go to the carpenter shed, supervise, come back, sit in the Panchavadi, wait for the evening meal. That means, whatever he is doing, that is his will. About the Papa as such, Papa remembering as such ceases. जब में था हरि नहीं, जब हरि मैं नाही, All these things we know, but unknowingly, we keep it in the bhajan, that's all, not entering into us. This is high time, he has made us to know, appreciate the bhajan. But somehow, when at the time of practicing it, all bhajans, nowadays I used to share in Tamil, எங்கும் நிறை பரபிரமம் அம்மா என்ற அழைக்க என்ன தவம் செய்தேனோ எங்கும் நிறை பரபிரமம். Instead of concentrating on any other thing, suppose you concentrate on that word, the all-pervading reality, to call me as Amma, what a noble thing I have. Enna tavam chedeno, what all I did. So we enjoy the music, but the core content is this, engum nirai. We are seeing Lord Krishna, she is seeing Lord Krishna as a child in the swing, and she sings. At that time she is aware. He is not an ordinary child of this 2 feet or 3 feet or 4 feet. Engum nirai parabrahmam amma enralaike ennathavam chedeno. So the person who composed, he must be a highly evolved soul. That is why he is bringing this so that we get connected. So those words should enable us to go deeper. Anything else by anybody?
When somebody tries to abuse or hurt us, how that we should take it?
How should we take it when somebody abuses or hurts us? How should we take it?
You react, okay? You react immediately, whatever you will not ask anybody, you will react automatically. But as a spiritual aspirant, as a spiritual child of Papa, you will start thinking slowly. I am told he is there in everybody. So the person who accused me or scolded me or found fault with me, he is also there in him. And why did he do that? For no fault of mine? You start asking. You will get an answer. You would have already reacted, but that reflection will enable you not to develop any anger or prejudice or anything, because you are bringing the word. He is there. So he is making me to react. He has made him to do that. So I try to go through the same. Only some with purpose, I must have been subjected to go through that. Because none of us can straight away reach Papa's stage. Then you go through in quest of God. Then you will find that how many times he was insulted and how he took it up. So when we keep on reading it, probably 10% we may also be able to do that. 15% also we may be able to do that. Then we may think that experience teaches us. When such an occasion comes, we have seen people telling the other person, wait, don't shout. Probably I have not made myself clear. Then the person becomes cool. That means he is not immediately reacting in the same tone. But in the same level of sound will be there. Wait, don't jump, I think I made a mistake. I have not made it clear. Then there is a pause moment. He will also start thinking. And by this time, temper will be cooled to some extent.
Usually our mind justifies.
Justify that. I am right, you are wrong.
Always right.
It will come. Even here we get such things will come. Whatever, then we can take him into task. Why did you not make me aware of this? You made me to immediately retaliate. Then he will tell you why he made you to retaliate. But so what is necessary is Papa's oft repeated suggestion of communion, dialogue with him. I am unable to reconcile with this, please help me. My mind cannot. Because I have never thought ill of anybody. And if somebody comes and says, you have done what you have deliberately done, very difficult for me to do that. Okay. You have reacted, reacted. Now start thinking, why did you do that? It can be, one thing also can be done. When the other party is in a sober mood, you can volunteer yourself and go and clarify it. What you said was wrong. Probably you misunderstood. I had no hand in that. If any of my words, the thoughts or words have given you that feeling, I am sorry. So you are making yourself clear. But at the same time, as you said, the ego is not justifying. Some instrumental cause will be there for him to. So you are telling, unknowingly, if any of my thoughts, words, deeds have given you that, I tell you honestly, I have never, nothing, no ill will towards anybody. I have never passed this comment to anybody. I have not done anything that is detrimental to the interest of anybody. But you thought that I have done it. I have not done it. At that time, if I say, you will not hear. Now you are in a pause moment. Please think over it. Okay? Anyway, my slate is clear now. Just go. When once we were passing through this a narrow road, traffic jam. So somebody was in our vehicle. He just kept the vehicle aside, allowed everybody to go. Then when everything was, it's all right, 5 minutes, heaven is not going to fall down, When everybody left, he also took the vehicle. We started thinking. When you are you have misunderstood me, you are shouting, your temper is there. At that time, whatever I say will not go. Traffic jam, If I also put the same thing, there will be only accident. But so you keep away. You cannot control him, you can control yourself. Then he jumps, sweats, yells, so many things. We have got an example here. Garbage,
Garbage truck.
Huh?
Garbage truck.
Garbage truck. Where is it? Any idea? Garbage truck where,
I think it's in the first or second chapter.
Second chapter I have read.
Third chapter.
Second.
Chapter.
Okay. We have already read,
Many times.
Huh?
Many times.
Many times.
Yeah.
So for the sake of those who have not heard, I will also find out. Why should you find out? Because I have to find out to show to them.
Garbage.
Second chapter,
Second chapter.
Yeah. Garbage,
No, it's not.
No. Garbage. 18 is that?
Second chapter only.
Garbage.
Second chapter.
Not garbage. Truck. Not second chapter. It could be in the 1 to 18 example.
Story is there, connected.
So many chart you see. In the chart you made, no? In the chart it will be.
Very difficult, na? So many charts are there. Garbage. I got it. I got it. The law of garbage. One day I hopped into a taxi heading for the airport. As we cruised along, suddenly a black car darted out from a parking spot right in front of us. My taxi driver slammed on the brakes, tires screeching, and we came to a halt just inches from a potential accident. The driver of the black car, instead of apologizing, whipped his head around, started yelling in anger. To my surprise, my taxi driver just smiled and waved at him. Genuinely, not sarcastically. I was stunned. Why did you do that? I asked. That guy almost wrecked your car and sent us to the hospital. That is when my taxi driver shared a lesson I will never forget. Many people are like garbage trucks. They run around full of garbage. What is garbage? Frustration, anger, disappointment. As their garbage piles up, they need a place to dump it. And sometimes they will dump it on you. Don't take it personally. Just smile, wave, wish them well, move on. What a height the taxi driver has reached, no? Don't take their garbage and spread it to others at work, at home, or on the streets. He concluded, life is too short to wake up with regrets. Love the people who treat you right. Pray for the ones who don't. Remember, life is 10%. And what you make it. Life is 10% what you make it. 90% how you take it. His calm, positive response turned what could have been a day-ruining moment into one of the best lessons of my life.
Perfect example for all of us.
All of us.
No insignificance.
That's beautiful. The taxi driver's response is a living example of the teaching of slogan number 27 in the 6th chapter. Prashanta manasam hyeram, yoginam sukham uttamam, upaidi shandarajasam, brahma bhuta akalmasham. Great transcendental happiness comes to the yogi whose mind is calm, whose passions are subdued, who is without sin, and who sees everything in connection with God. Prashanta manasam. He kept his mind calm, untroubled, not allowing the anger of another to disturb his peace. By not reacting with frustration or anger, he maintained his inner happiness and passed on that peace to others. We have witnessed many incidents like this. How they handle it, no? And the moment when they handle it in a peaceful manner, the person who comes there with a lot of anxiety and frustration, suddenly, he becomes very calm. Sit down. Have a cup of water. Sit down. Okay. You hear them. Okay. Now what happened? The tone itself, it changes his mood. So whenever we feel it is impossible for us to contain, we have also seen people just going out for some time. They will not react. They got irritated. They got wounded. They got hurt. But instead of reacting it, they just moved out so that they calmly think. That person is not there then. And some background of all these things will definitely help. Oh, it's all right. When you come back, the same person also would have subdued. At times they will say, I'm sorry, it was a slip of the tongue. Don't forget about it. Something like that.
Mostly with strangers, he will behave like that. But with his relations or close relations, he won't take it like that.
That is because of our concretized prejudice,
Small.
It is. We have to somehow try. I agree, it's not that easy, but we can try. We keep on trying it. And we have seen, even if we behave, in our estate life we have seen that, even if we behave apparently in the same tone, in our heart we will be pure. We will not have any prejudice against him. That is the only way by which he can understand. When we ask them, they will say, he's a good person, but if you keep quiet, he will never understand, so you also shout. But this person has no hatred towards you. After 10 minutes or 15 minutes, you will call and both of them will go together. As if, something had happened. So at times, the strategy changes. Not that always in a subdual manner, but at the same, in the violent manner also you react. But so long as the heart is very clear, no prejudice, that is the only way, language by which you will understand. Attitude, you will not mean anything. Anyway, a lot of food for thought today. Let us all try to assimilate as much as we can, and tomorrow we will see the next. Hari Om. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om to everybody. Hari Om. Hari Om.
Namaskaram Swamiji.
Hari Om.
Namaskaram Swami. Thanks.
Hari Om.